Hello, wealthy people. Welcome back to another Wealth Wednesday. My name is Joanne. This is my channel, Joanne Wealth, and I'm on a mission to educate, empower, and inspire you all to step into a life of wealth. That feeling of being rich in your mind, body, and soul. You're just feeling calm. This is all about being calm this week. So if you resonate with anything that I say, if you like what you hear, please like, subscribe, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And yes, I also have a podcast that is live every Saturday, and you can join me here on YouTube every Saturday to watch the episode on here. So you can listen and watch. So last Wealth Wednesday, I shared my story of fines being taken out of my bank account, how I was dealing with that, how I initially stressed out about that. And I just wanted to continue that because for me, it's a continuation and a continuation of growth. And with my Wealth Wednesday videos, I want it to be that, it's situations that I'm going through. If I'm going through it, then other people will be as well, because it's not something really obscure, especially when it comes to money and that feeling of lack or scarcity. And for me, it's more of scarcity. So going back to the old wounds of not being able to have or not being able to afford or getting in trouble for having debt, etc., etc. So that's what came up for me last week. If you haven't watched last Wednesday, go back and find it, have a watch, and then come back and watch this one, because this is sort of the continuation. I feel like this might be a bit of a theme for the next few weeks because I'm really trying to learn from that. And what I learned was, first of all, I'm not stepping up fully into my worth. And the universe sent me that test to, I guess, see how I responded, to see how my emotions were. And initially, when I shared this last week, I was like, oh my God. But I think I turned it around really quickly. And now I'm really trying to step in to, I am worthy of keeping that money. I am worthy of making that money. And I did share that the money that was taken, I got offers for unexpected opportunities, and I was able to make that money back quite quickly. So it was okay. I just had to show the universe. And I shared this quote, and this is something that I'm reading every day. I'm just reading it. I have my journal here. So if you see me looking down, because I'm taking it straight from my journal, what I'm sharing. So it's real. Everything I experience is a direct result of what I believe I deserve on a subconscious level. So for me, with the fines and the cars, I sold my car to pay off debt, to rise above this and not have debt, and to have that calm nervous system when it comes to money. But because I'm so pre-programmed to have stress, to have worry over money, what my brain did was kick in and told me that this isn't you, this isn't what you do. You need stress, you worry about money. So here you go. Here's a situation. Now our brain just wants to keep us safe. And growing up in a single parent family, knowing that there was money worries, there was anxiety around money, this is where it really stems from. So what I'm having to do now is reprogram my own beliefs. Money is good. It's the same. The money is the root of all evil. Okay, so how? Because we can do amazing things with money. Now, think of a hammer. If you use a hammer to build a house or homes for homeless people, is that hammer something bad? No, actually, you might say, oh my God, this person, they built this is a tool. They've helped all of these people. This hammer is a tool. If we use a hammer to bash someone's head in and kill them, of course, that's evil, but it's the action behind the tool. And that's the same with money. It's the action that we put behind money that makes the outcome either good or evil. Now, I don't plan on doing any evil with money. I plan on doing good with money. I want to help other people to grow and have money. I want to be able to, give bigger tips to people and, help people out if they need money. I want to do that. And that is not evil. That is me doing good with money. And I need to believe, and I am trying to believe, and I'm working to believe that if I have money, good things will happen for other people. The world needs good people to have money. It does. So if you're on the same mindset as me and it's a bit like, oh gosh, I feel a bit icky around money. If you're a good person, you deserve to have money because you will do good with that money. So that goes to something I'm trying to reprogram right now. So continuing with the quote, when I decide I want something new and better than what I have, or always had, I need to increase my self-worth so I feel completely deserving of it. And that's another thing. You need to feel deserving. I need to feel deserving. I need to feel deserving that I can make my X amount of money every single week and more. Because if I don't, then I won't. And I'll stop myself and I won't put myself forward and I won't reach out to people and I won't network and I won't do all the things that I have to do because deep down inside, I'm feeling that I don't deserve this. So it's not going to happen. So just to recap what we need to do then, we need to line our intentions, we need to embody them, and we need to take inspired action daily. Every single day I'm waking up now. What do I need to do today? What is my action step? YouTube is one, Instagram is one, reaching out to people, emailing, WhatsApping, obviously going to work to make money as well and being the best that I can when I am doing that, because who knows who I'm teaching yoga to in a group yoga class. That could be for me a brand new client who's like, oh my God, I love your energy, I love your vibe. So I'm turning up, I'm being the best. Because that will open doors, that will bring opportunities. And the same for you. That doesn't mean work yourself into the ground. It means be you, step into your highest energy, do what you love and allow good things to come up from it. So when we're doing this as well, it basically all boils down to mindset and manifestation. And again, it's about reprogramming. So reprogramming is one of the first things we need to do, increasing self-worth, finding people who you can look up to, who you can use as an example of what is possible. The universe will send you tests. How do you deal with them? And following your intuition. So I did speak about those in last week's Wellth Wednesday. What I've also been looking at this week, you may have heard of Katie Byron, and she wrote a really good book. I have it written here, Loving What Is. And she shares self-reflective questions when something happens or when you're anxious or when you have a worry about something, to ask these questions. So in her book, she actually calls it the work. So for this past week, I have been doing the work. And I've also had the opportunity to share this with other people. And I am a firm believer in what you teach, you embody. And that even just goes back to when I was a school teacher. If I had to teach a text that I didn't know, obviously people just assume English teachers know all the books, all the novels, but we don't. We have to go away, we have to learn it, we have to read it before we teach it. And I would, after teaching for a while, obviously embody that. I would know what I'm talking about. And after a couple of years of teaching the same text, then yes, you become an expert at that. And the same applies in everyday life. So I had the opportunity to help other people out and say, right, listen, ask yourself these questions, do this work and see how you feel. So by teaching it, I was embodying it and then able to step into it myself. So the questions: is it true? Can you absolutely know it's true? How do you react? What happens when you believe that thought? And who would you be without that thought? So I'm just going to link this to my thoughts on my own money story. So when the fines went out, I wasn't doing this work then. So I'm just going to reflect, retrospect, when the fines went out. Panic. Oh my God, I've got no money. I'm not going to be able to eat. I'm going to lose my house. I haven't got any customers. I've got no clients. Everything, the end of the world. I've got no money. I'm going to not be able to go home in the summer. I can't go on holiday. I can't pay for my car. I can't pay for this. It was a spiral. Was any of that true? No, not really. Apart from, no, I did have some money left in my bank account. So it wasn't true. I wasn't left with absolute zero. And up until now, I've managed. I haven't had to borrow any money because I've just reflected on, right, what do I really need to spend this week while I'm waiting for the money to come in? Okay. So was it true? No. can you absolutely know? So again, you're trying to prove it. So if you're a bit like, it might be true, can you prove it? No, because I didn't have zero in my life. I didn't have absolutely nothing because I have all of this around me. I have a family support system if I really needed to. I have my fiance and I have money coming because I am going to get paid. So for me, it wasn't that they'd taken all of my money and that was it forever and ever. Amen, gone. So I just needed that time to reflect, ask these questions. How do you react? What happens when you believe that thought? So stress. I cried. I panicked. I felt sick. I felt sick with worry. I didn't feel worthy. I felt like a failure. Um, Not very nice. And who would you be without that thought? So who would I be without that thought? I would be a version of me that accepts money for money isn't energy. Money is all around. Money isn't finite, it's infinite. There's money everywhere all of the time. There's money right now, and think about how we pay. Now money is just numbers on the screen. It's not even a tangible thing that we can touch a lot of the time. I know here in Dubai, no one has cash ever. So right now, someone somewhere, maybe my next door neighbor is buying something off Amazon and the money is in the ether somewhere because it's everywhere. So just understanding that it's not going to run out. There's enough money for everybody. And then seeing that I know that more money is coming. So I just reflect and I'll be the person that has a calm nervous system when it comes to money. I'll be the person who doesn't panic when those things happen. Yet it's a bit crappy and it's a bit like, oh God, I don't want to spend money on fines. Of course, I would have preferred to, I had that money in the bank. I was keeping the money in the bank. But if someone had said, do you want to pay a fine or do you want to buy a new bag? I probably wouldn't buy it for as much as the fine, but I would want the bag. I don't want to spend it on fines for a stupid car that wasn't even mine. But you reflect. So what these questions do is allow us to reflect on our own pre-programming. So how are we pre-programmed, or what are we pre-programmed to think? And then where does that come from? And I've journaled so much over the past few days on where does that come from? My brain's job is trying to keep me safe. And first of all, thank you to my brain for trying to keep me safe. So my brain is just pre-programmed to have that panic. So what I need to do is train myself to not panic. When that happens, just go, right, okay, bit nah, but is it true? Can I prove it? How am I reacting? And just allowing myself to pre-program. Where does that come from? And just keeping my nervous system calm with it. And that's where I'm at, as well as setting my intentions and getting clear on my intentions. And that lines up perfectly with the new moon this week as well. So when you're watching this, the new moon will have happened at the weekend. But getting clear this month, March is a really good month for calling in money. There's so many portals to step into to allow us to manifest. So getting clear on how I see myself, what I see myself doing in March, where the money's come from, unexpected places, new yoga classes, events, all of these things that I've written down. Be patient because it is going to come. So I hope that helps. And next week, I will share my updates, share how it's going, share how my own manifestation process is going, because I have a lot of success in my manifestations. And what I now need to do is, because I am very good at manifesting, and my issue or my growth area at the moment is having that self-worth to keep whatever it is that I manifest. So, for example, I had, before the fines, I had a client who's going back to work. So I was like, oh, first of all, I'm going to miss her. And second, okay, so this amount of money every single week. And instantly I had a message, can you do this event? Yes, 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 yes. And then 2-3 days later, they messaged and like, a lot of clients had to cancel, we'll let you know when they want to reschedule. And I reflected on that and I thought, was that something subconsciously that I felt like I didn't deserve to go to the 5-star hotel on the Palm to do sound healing? Was that something within me and that's why they cancelled? So was the universe again testing me there to see if I really felt worthy enough to have that? But I'm going to update on that. So please let me know if any of this helped you. And yeah, I would love to hear your own stories. I would love to hear your own feedback on the questions or anything that I've discussed today. And I will speak to you all next Wednesday. And don't forget my podcast at the weekend. It is a solo episode this weekend. So I'm actually going to record it now. So I will see you all on tomorrow.